Stuart McMillan.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. To ask the First Minister what discussions the Scottish Government has had with the UK Government regarding reports of retail stock and staff shortages in the run-up to Christmas.
First Minister.
Well, the Scottish Ministers first wrote to the UK Government about this emerging problem back in July. The Rural Affairs Secretary has written again this week seeking a meeting to discuss these challenges. I think the fact that we've had to ask for such a meeting tells its own story about how urgently or otherwise the UK Government is treating this issue. We've warned repeatedly of the damage that would be caused by Brexit. We knew that the loss of freedom of movement would be particularly damaging. And sadly, we're now seeing staff shortages putting real pressure on food and drink supplies. Images of healthy food rotting in the fields are astonishing. Frankly, for this whole sorry situation, the Tories should frankly be hanging their heads in shame.
Stuart McMillan.
Thank the First Minister for that reply. And the British Retail Consortium is the latest organisation to warn of further price increases and disruption in the coming months due to the Tory-led Brexit. Does the First Minister agree with me that Brexit has been nothing short of a disaster and that Scotland is increasingly vulnerable under Westminster control, and that the only way to keep Scotland safe from the long-term economic and social devastation of the Tory-led Brexit is for Scotland to secure our independence?
First Minister.
Well, the Conservatives don't like to hear this, but we right now, not just in Scotland but across the UK, are in the quite incredible situation, unlike other countries across the European Union. So this is not about COVID, of seeing shortages in our supermarkets, of having shortages of other supplies, of having children told that there might not be toys at Christmases because of the disruption to supply chains. And, I really do think Conservatives should take some responsibility, because it is entirely inflicted by their obsession with Brexit. There are two things I think it's important to remember here. Firstly, Scotland did not vote for Brexit, and secondly, it was utterly reckless of the Conservatives to plough ahead with Brexit in the middle of a global pandemic. And, these issues do illustrate the fact that right now these are things that are being done to Scotland, not by Scotland. And the only solution to that is for us to take control of all of our affairs in Scotland. And yes, that does mean being an independent country.